Hello everyone, Lawrence here with hopefully a massive step in image quality for this YouTube channel. For the longest time now I've been filming with a Panasonic Lumix G7, which is a great budget camera, but it's a budget camera. So this one finally was available. I had a pre-order up for the longest time, and every time the email was sent that it was available, it was already out of stock. So I finally was able to pick up the camera with the longest name ever. This is the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K, the BMPCC4K. It's a massive acronym, and we're going to unbox it today. Now, it's way too hot for me to actually come on camera myself, so let's not do that. But as you can see, it's still sealed in the box, so let's get the reflective stuff out of the way first and then have a look at what's actually in here. So as you can see, it comes with DaVinci Resolve Studio, which is about 300 euros. Now, I personally have been using Adobe's Creative Cloud for a really long time, and when you do the maths, that's 720 euros a year. So this camera pays itself back in under 2 years just because of the free software license compared to what Adobe offers. It has now Blackmagic RAW, although I'll probably have to update the camera ProRes. And of course it has SDXC2, CFOS support, and also it has SD card support, as it says right here. You can hook up your Samsung T5 or any other USB SSD on there, and I already have a T5, so that's great. Some more stuff over here. It even shows a guy using it to film skateboarders. I don't really think it's good for this sort of action filming, whatever. And then there's also an overview on the box right here, but we'll actually look at the actual camera instead of just the drawing. Let's open it up. This is obviously a first time for me as well, so very exciting times ahead. First up, it says that I'm welcome, and on here is an SD card with the studio software and the license and all that sort of stuff. Can't read what's on here because it's mirrored, obviously, but that's really nice. Then we have another booklet right here, also for the Resolve Studio 15. Obviously the 16 is now out, so that's also on an SD card. Right, next up we have an accessory box right here. So this is just 4 different style power plugs, so no matter where in the world you are, you should be able to plug it into the wall. Then the rest of the charger is over here with this sort of is this a Limo? Yeah, this is a Limo style connector, so that's awesome. It won't just get undone because you push it in, but then to unplug it you have to pull on the little circular thing near the end, so it doesn't just get pulled out of your camera. We get a battery. You get one of those. You should probably buy a couple if you're planning on using it with the battery instead of just on DC power. And this is plastic, and there it is, the camera itself. There's not a whole lot extra in here, I think. No, this box is pretty empty. So here is the actual camera. Gonna zoom you guys in even more. There we go. Now, first impressions, and this is literally the first time for me touching it. It is a bit plasticky, but it's not really feeling horrible by now. Now, I do have pretty big hands, and this is a massive camera. Why they still call it a pocket camera instead of just an Ursa Micro or something, I don't know. It's probably just, you know, the brand name. There's no way you're fitting this in a pocket. Anyway, got 4 microphones on here, so got microphones here and then some others on the back. Little lovely dial here, nice rubber grip for my sweaty hands because again, it's 37 degrees in my office right now. And the buttons, they feel a bit squishy, a bit mushy. Definitely not the nicest, clickiest buttons. A bit of rattle to them even, but they should do the job. A very nice power slider, somewhere to put a camera strap if you're going to be using one of those. And then around the back we get that awesome 5-inch touchscreen display. What's really nice for me is that I'm often just shooting from a tripod with me behind the tripod, so this will mean I don't have to use an external monitor anymore because this should be plenty good. Obviously, again, your customizable function buttons are on here. And then on this side are all the flaps. So microphone and headphone for monitoring. We also have our HDMI output, and then we have our audio and more power on this side. a lot of rubbery flaps. We'll have a look at those later on in a different video. So the camera body itself is plastic, but I just now noticed that where you mount it to your cage or your plate, there is an aluminium, I think. Yeah, that's probably aluminium, an aluminium plate in here. So you can actually tighten it down pretty well instead of just having it flop about because you're pressing against a soft plastic. That's really nice. In the grip is of course the battery. So that's really nice. I'm guessing I can just throw the battery in already, like so. Not a clue whether or not there's any charge on there. And then where does storage go? I think it's on this side. So I'm guessing this just slides out like so. And then over here you can put a CFast card and an SD card, or an SD card. But I'm probably going to use this with SSD over USB-C for storage. Turning it on, does it actually do anything? Yep, but it takes a while to start up. So I'm just doing an unboxing for now, and then depending on how I get along with it, I'll put up a dedicated review on this camera in probably a couple of weeks or months even. But first I gotta test it, make sure I like it. If I don't like it, I'll just swap it out for a Fuji X-T3 or something like that. But anyway guys, if you liked it, except, you know, for the sweatiness, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, all that sort of stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers!